U.S. President Barack Obama addresses the nation and uses the same arguments to try and convince the majority of the American people and members of Congress the U.S. should strike the Syrian military. So far, he's been unsuccessful. The president called on all Americans to look at this video, arguing a response is morally needed and justified, and that the U.S. is in the unique position to send a message: chemical weapons can't be used. But he did say there is a chance diplomacy can work, the president embracing the plan his own staff at first dismissed as unlikely, while taking some of the credit for it.
Over the last few days, we've seen some encouraging signs, in part because of the credible threat of U.S. military action, as well as constructive talks that I had with President Putin. The Russian government has indicated a willingness to join with the international community in pushing Assad to give up his chemical weapons.
The Syrian foreign minister says Syria will sign the ban on chemical weapons and destroy its stockpiles.
We are ready to declare the location of the chemical weapons, stop production of the chemical weapons, and show these facilities to the representatives of Russia and the United Nations member states. Our commitment to the Russian initiative aims to end the possession of all chemical weapons.
U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry will meet with the Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov on Thursday to talk about what to do next. But there are a few sticking points. Russia says first the U.S. should remove the threat of force.
Obviously, this all makes sense and can only work if we hear that the American side and all those who support the United States in this sense reject the use of force.
The president made clear in this speech he isn't moving U.S. Navy destroyers currently off the coast of Syria. And while meeting with senators on Tuesday, he specifically asked them to keep open the possibility of strikes by delaying a vote which would authorize them. He says it is to give diplomacy a chance. Critics say it's because he doesn't have the votes.
I think President Obama has decided to slow this process down because nothing is working the way I believe he and his advisors thought it would.
The American people have heard the president. His top aides make the arguments he repeated on Tuesday. So far, the majority have told pollsters and politicians they don't want the U.S. to intervene in Syria. The Obama administration hoping that a new speech in a new setting begins to change that. Patty CULHANE, Al Jazeera, Washington.